Hey girl, happy day after Thanksgiving if you're in the US. I just wanted to pop into your ear for a few minutes today with a special little episode about gratitude and what I'm especially thankful for this season. And before I dive in, I just want to say this. Maybe yesterday was really hard for you. Maybe you broke a boundary. Maybe you're beating yourself up right now. Maybe you barely survived. Girl, you made it. You're here, and today we're going to talk about gratitude anyway. Let's do this. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsey Nichol, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you. Because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess, trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it. So you can start living your best life as your best self. Gratitude doesn't require perfection. It doesn't require having it all together. It simply doesn't require any day is perfect or any day goes well. It doesn't require that yesterday went well. Gratitude just requires being willing to look for the light, even in the hard. So I want to do that together with you today. And if I can really be honest with you, and I feel like I have been all these years on this show, there was a season of my life when I couldn't feel grateful for anything. And I don't mean I wasn't grateful. There's a difference. I mean, I literally couldn't feel it. When I was trapped in the trenches of my eating disorder, gratitude felt impossible. Not because I didn't have things to be grateful for, I had so many things. But I was so consumed, so numb, and so disconnected from myself that I just couldn't access those feelings. And I remember Thanksgivings where people would go around the table saying what they were so thankful for, and I would say something generic, like I'm thankful for my family. I even think one year I said I'm thankful for my health, but I didn't feel it. I was just there, just in the body, sitting there, getting through the meal, just counting and calculating and trying not to spiral out of control. And if that's where you are today, if yesterday you sat at the table and you just couldn't feel grateful because you were just simply too busy fighting the voice in your head, gosh, do I see you, and I wish I could give you a hug right now. Because I've been there. But here's what I also know. Recovery gave me my gratitude back. It gave me the ability to not just say that I'm thankful, but to actually feel thankful, to experience it, to let it fill me up like a glass of fresh, refreshing water. And that's possible for you too, sis. So today I want to share what I'm genuinely, deeply thankful for this season in my life. And I want to invite you to find your own gratitude too, even in the mess, even in the middle of the struggle, even if it's not Thanksgiving where you are. So the first thing that I'm thankful for this season is you, my clients, my listeners, my community. When I started this podcast, I had absolutely no idea what it would become. I had no idea that I would get to connect with women all over the world. I'm talking Germany, the Netherlands, Canada, like all over the world who are fighting for their freedom, who are doing the hard things, who are showing up for themselves even when it's scary. You inspire me every single day, friend. The women in my one-on-one coaching who are keeping promises to themselves, the women in the Recovery Collective who are supporting each other through the hardest moments. We literally just had a session last night and armored each other up for the days ahead. The women who message me and they say, this episode came at the exact right time, Lindsey. You remind me why I do this work, because it can be hard if I'm being transparent with you. And you remind me that recovery is so possible. You remind me that vulnerability and honesty and showing up is super messy, but it's so worth it. So I wanted to say thank you today. I wanted to say thank you for trusting me with your stories, for doing the work, for being here, for listening. You are the reason that I show up. And I'm so very grateful for every single one of you. The second thing I'm thankful for is that recovery is a journey, that it isn't linear, that it's constantly evolving and growing and teaching, even me to this day. Because here's the hard truth. I used to think that recovery meant fixing it all. Like I thought it meant I would arrive at some destination and just be done, perfect, healed, voila, like never struggling again. But recovery has taught me that it's not about arriving. It's about the journey. It literally is about learning and growing and evolving. It's about becoming more of who I'm meant to be and who you're meant to be, one choice at a time. And so I'm so very grateful for that this year. I'm grateful that I get to keep learning, that I get to keep discovering new things about myself, that I get to mess up, extend myself grace, that I get to experiment, try new things, and see what sticks. Recovery isn't a destination. It is a way of life. It is choosing yourself every single day, and it's growing and evolving and being the student of your own journey. And I am so very thankful that I get to be on this journey, not just for myself, but alongside you. And the third thing I'm thankful for is this. I'm thankful that I've learned to keep promises to myself. I thought long and hard about this third one. I was like, I need this to land for her today as she's listening to the show. This might sound small, but it's everything, because for so long, I broke every promise I made to myself. I would say I was going to eat breakfast and then I wouldn't. I'd say I was going to rest and then I'd overexercise. I would say I was going to be honest and then I'd lie. Every broken promise reinforced that I simply couldn't trust myself, that I wasn't capable, that I was failing. I felt like a fraud and a failure. But recovery taught me that keeping promises to myself is how I build trust with myself. In any kind of relationship, it's building over and over. It's how I prove to myself and how you can prove to yourself that you're worthy of showing up for. It's how I become the woman I'm meant to be tomorrow and the next day. And now I keep promises to myself, not perfectly, but I'm super consistent. And that has changed everything. So today I'm thankful that I can look myself in the mirror and know that when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. That's freedom. That's recovery. So here is my question for you today. What are you thankful for? And I know that might feel hard to answer, especially if yesterday was rough, especially if you're still in the thick of it. But I want to invite you to look for it anyway, because gratitude doesn't require perfection. You don't have to do anything. It just requires willingness. Maybe you're thankful that you made it through, even if it was messy. Maybe you're thankful for one person who showed up for you. Maybe you're thankful that you're still here, still fighting, and still putting in the work. Maybe you're thankful for your body, even if you don't love it right now, because it is carrying you through this life. Maybe you're thankful that recovery is possible, even if you're not there yet. Yet being one of my favorite words. But whatever it is, I want you to find it. I want you to write it down. I want you to speak it out loud. I want you to let yourself feel it, even if just for a moment, because I know feeling it is hard. Gratitude is a practice. And the more we practice it like a muscle, the stronger it gets, the more we can access it, even in the hard. And speaking of hard seasons, I just want to talk about timing for a second, okay? Here's a plug. Today is Black Friday. And I know you're probably getting a million gazillion emails about sales and deals and discounts. I want to offer you the opportunity to invest in you, not in something tangible that you're going to go out and not be using this time next year, but in your recovery and in your freedom and in your future. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that the best investment that you're ever going to make is your own healing. So before you go out and purchase all those gifts, I want to offer through Sunday 2 special opportunities for you. I want you to join the Recovery Collective. Okay, this is my group support program where you get live coaching calls every other week, a texting chat community, connection with other women who get it. We provide accountability and strategies for your journey. This is for you if you need community support and guidance and you're just not ready maybe for one-on-one personalized support just yet, and that's okay. It is $47 a month right now through Sunday night at midnight Eastern Time. And I would love for you to join us before the rate goes back to $97 a month. Option number 2, this is for you if you're ready for customized all-in support. If you want someone walking beside you every single week, and if you need a plan specifically for you and you want me to help you with that plan, right now, for a very limited time, through Sunday evening, I'm offering $500 off. Okay, this I have never done before. So if you are looking for intensive support to get you from where you are to where you want to be, please go on out and fill out a client application on the website, herbestself.co. Fill out your application before Sunday night. You will get the $500 off. And if you're thinking, I just can't do this anymore, then sis, I think that's a sign that you should invest in you this holiday season. All right, shameless plug behind us. I want you to do 2 things from this message today. First, find your gratitude. Even if it's small, even if it's hard, I want you to write down 3 things that you're thankful for. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's so hard for us to be thankful when we're stuck in our junk. Am I right? So do that. Do that. And second, if you're ready and you know you need support, this is your moment. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't wait. Pick up your mat and walk. I am so grateful for you, friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the hard things. Thank you for choosing this podcast. I love you, girl, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.